Hey guys, I'm Mel, and today I just kind of want to share with you guys, I guess just a couple of my own experiences with different things to bring from your home country if you are planning on teaching English in Japan. Alright, so as I think I've mentioned before on this channel, my experience has pretty much been with as an ALT teacher teaching elementary school kids here. I've also taught younger kids, but yeah, so definitely from the ages of 12 and down. It's kind of my experience. So this list and this kind of suggestions, I guess, are very much aimed towards that particular age group. Having said that, it doesn't mean that you can't kind of adapt this for older kids. But yeah, I guess these are just kind of my experiences of a few things that I actually brought over that I'm really pleased and happy that I did. And a few things that I kind of wished I'd actually brought over in the first place, and I've actually had to either bring over myself when I went and visited home, or have gotten friends visiting to bring for me. So yeah, I just kind of want to share this with you guys, just because it's something I really wish I'd kind of known a little bit more about and had a little bit more information about when I was actually packing. I think, you know, space and weight in your suitcases, especially when you first come over, is just, it's such a precious commodity that like little bits of information like this I think are really helpful. So I really wanted to share with you guys. So let's get stuck into this. Okay, so my first kind of suggestion, I guess, of things to bring with you if you are planning on teaching in Japan are picture books. Especially with younger kids. I guess if you're teaching older kids, maybe some like more simple books might be something you can bring instead. But if you are teaching younger kids, English picture books are fantastic to bring over. It's not to say that they're not available in Japan. I know, especially in the bigger cities, you can actually buy English books. I know there's quite a few stores in Osaka where I know I can get there's quite a decent range, and I can get them for actually prices which are pretty comparable to back home. So yeah, it's not impossible, but you know, if you're not kind of located in like a bigger city, or you're not located near a bigger city, so it's not so easy to travel, a couple of these might be something that you want to bring over with you, just to have kind of in your little teaching toolbox, I guess. Yeah, just they're really handy to have, especially younger kids really enjoy them. I know I've used them so much in my lessons. They're really, I think books and reading books to kids are such a great way for them to start learning kind of pacing and rhythm of language, which is really important. So yeah, a couple of the ones I actually have are also very much related to my home country. They're just really nice things to be able to have to show kids, especially in those first couple of lessons, which are kind of introductory lessons. It's really nice to be able to show the kids what you're talking about if you're talking about animals and that. Yeah, and these are kind of some of my favorites from when I was little. So I think if you love the book, it's so much easier to read them and to share them with your students. So yeah, first big thing, books. Definitely. Okay guys, so on to number 2, the second thing. I guess I definitely, as I kind of mentioned before, you're probably very much likely to spend your first couple of weeks teaching, especially if you're doing like ALT work, doing introductory lessons. So you know, this might range from having a whole lesson at your disposal to kind of do as a massive introductory lesson, down to like a little 10-minute spiel. Like, it can go either way. But what I found really helpful is I actually bought a couple of different things from home which I thought the kids might find interesting, and having those kind of little props and stuff to really seem to make the kids be able to kind of, you know, find a lot more interest in what you're saying and kind of connect with it a little bit better. And as I said, the group, like the ages that I've kind of taught, there's a very big difference from like your, you know, grade 6s, so your 12-year-olds, down to like your, you know, grade 1s. Like, how to approach those kind of lessons is completely different because they're just such different ages. They grow up so much between those two kind of ages. So I actually brought, some of the things I bought were, I have a couple of hand puppets of like Australian animals, which went down really well with the younger kids. They love it. And it's really kind of easy to kind of show them some of the animals, and yeah, they just really enjoy it and they connect really well with it. So yeah, also the, you know, bringing things like some different things from home. So like money and things like that. Like I know Australian money is very brightly coloured, it's also plastic, so like getting the kids to like dip it in water was kind of a bit of a novel thing, and they found it really, really interesting. Even to the things where I actually got my friends to bring over, and like, you know, obviously don't have to do anything this big, but I actually got my friends to bring over a beach cricket set, which has been fantastic. I actually got to use this with some of my like grade 6 classes, and it was wonderful to be able to kind of share that part of like Australian culture with them, but it was also really, really cool to be able to take them outside the classroom during English time, to do something a little bit different, and to kind of get them using English and interacting kind of out in the wild, if you will, in a different setting. So yeah, it was kind of a bit more practical, which was really cool. So yeah, I guess just use your imagination. Try and think back to when you were that age of whatever your students are going to be, and what kind of things that you found interesting, because I think, yeah, that's a really good way to kind of judge how, you know, whether you think your students will be interested in it. But yeah, bring some stuff from home that you can show them. Don't forget, you can always like print out pictures and things like that. That's easy, you don't have to bring them. But yeah, some of the more like tangible stuff is kind of cool to bring. So yeah, that's my second item I would suggest bringing if you're teaching in Japan. Okay, so on to my third and final, well, kind of it's a bit of a two-parter, let's be honest. So my third thing I would really suggest bringing from home is, this is my sticker book. I know it's a little bit crazy, but you know, what you can do. Yeah, so bringing stickers, like you can definitely find them, like bigger stores like Loft, and that usually has a fairly good like range of stickers, and a lot of them have like English on them. You can get kind of like the like achievement stickers, like the good work and all of those ones. But yeah, so I actually brought over a couple of those. Like, as I said, don't go too crazy. You do want to think about the way you use your case, like, and other things may definitely take priority, but if you have a little bit of space, these are things that you can just kind of slip in. They don't take too much room up. So yeah, I think the best ones that I have, I've got like a couple of Australian flags, and these are kind of like related back to my country, which I know the kids kind of found really interesting, and I always kind of use these very sparingly. Obviously I don't have that many of them, so I'd kind of use these as prizes for like games and competitions where there'd be like maybe 1 or 2 winners. So yeah, just kind of be gentle with them. You don't want to kind of go crazy and not have anything left, especially if you're teaching at quite a few schools with quite a few different classes. Yeah, just kind of be gentle with them. So yeah, one thing would be stickers, but another really a wonderful thing to bring over, which takes less room and can be pretty much used I don't want to say infinitely, because I'm sure that there is probably an end to it, but can be used a lot more than stickers, is these things, stamps. Oh, stamps are wonderful. I used to have to I used to have to like check a lot of like feedback cards from my classes, and having stamps were fantastic. So they're cute, they kind of have the same impact as stickers, but obviously these can be used a lot more, and can be used on a lot more kids and pieces of paper and stuff like that. So yeah, if you can, you know, find some, I definitely recommend finding some like rubber stamps with English on them, you know, different characters from your home country, or different sayings that are kind of unique to the country you're coming from. I think it's always kind of nice to share that with the kids as well. Yeah, actually you can, obviously you can get these English stamps in Japan. I think actually, I think some of these are from Japan actually. I think my Snoopy ones definitely are. So it has like very good. So you can definitely get them here, but you know, having some from home with like the characters or animals that are native to your country is something that's really nice to be able to share with the kids. And if you can get like the rubber ones that aren't like self-inking, and you can just like pick up a stamp pad here. You don't have to worry about buying anything like that and bringing it with you. And yeah, you can just keep using them if you have to check things, or if you have to like give comments and stuff like that. It's just kind of something that's really, really nice and simple, and it's a little bit more, I guess, user-friendly. Not user-friendly, it's a little bit less resource intensive, there we go, than stickers. Like you can use them a lot more, and they can be used for a lot more kids. So yeah, I don't know, that's kind of, I'm personally more of a stamp fan over the stickers. just for that reason. So yeah, I don't know, it's obviously up to you guys, but that's just kind of my suggestion. So yeah. Okay guys, so I hope that was actually a shorter video because I've been kind of letting these get a little bit too long lately. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And yeah, if you guys are teaching in Japan, let me know. Put down in the comments below. Let's kind of brainstorm some ideas. What have you guys found to be really, really useful things that you brought from home? What have you found not to be so helpful or useful? The things that you kind of wish you hadn't actually wasted space on bringing over. I don't know, I'm curious to see what you guys think. And yeah, I guess those were just my suggestions. So hope you guys like this. As always, I will see you very, very soon. And until then, I hope you have a great one. So, okay, see you later, bye.